Welcome to another episode of The Latest to Admire. Today, I am so incredibly excited to have a conversation with actor Gabriel LaBelle. Gabriel has been in the movies The Fabelmans, Snack Shack, and most recently, Saturday Night. Thank you so much for being on my show. I am so excited to be talking with
Thank you
you.
for having me. This means a lot.
Yeah, so before we get started, I just wanted to tell you you've been a dream interview of mine since The Fablemans came out.
Oh,
So I'm beyond excited to be talking
oh,
with you.
thank you so much. Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah, so who do you most admire and how has that affected the way you live your life?
Oh my God. Oh, like just in general or like acting or
Yeah, I mean really whichever.
I think it's a mix. I don't know. A lot of people in my life. God, I think my my mother is I admire her a lot because she's a hairdresser and she's just been on her feet every day for 40 years, and she did a really good job raising me and my brother. And I don't know, she always taught me empathy, and I think I credit a lot of my I don't know, um, a lot of my interpersonal perspectives because of her. And then my dad, of course, for guiding me into how to, I don't know, kind of guiding me into this art form and this business a lot. But then again, like the directors like Steven Spielberg, Adam Raymeyer, Jason Reitman, and wonderful other like older actors I've gotten to work with and people in this business seriously. But I've been really blessed to meet a lot of hard working people who like don't take themselves too seriously. They're self-deprecating and like they're just good people. Like they're just nice people and treat people well. And I think that's really I don't know. I've been I feel like I'm guided a little bit in order to meet these people. So yeah, a lot of people. I admire a lot of people.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. So what lessons from your childhood have most impacted your worldview?
Worldview, dude. You're asking great questions.
Thank you.
Lessons from childhood impacting my worldview. I think there was. I just remember in like high school there was some I don't know drama with a friend group, and I'm venting to my mom about it, and I'm saying like I'm just gonna call him out. I'm just gonna see him tomorrow. I'm gonna call him out on it. She goes, don't do that. And she goes, look, no matter what happens in life, in when you grow up, nobody's gonna remember what it is you said or did. They're just gonna remember the way they you made them feel. And I think that was just I don't know. I've kind of kept that with me, and I think that's yeah, again, like teaching me empathy and to just treat people well. And I don't know. I think especially in this going to LA, you're meeting a lot of people. You never know when you're going to see them again. Just be nice to everyone. You it means a lot when people are nice to you. And I think probably that one's the most obvious and the most obvious that I think I think of often.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool.
What has been the biggest obstacle you've overcome?
Uh, probably my uh, probably myself. I think like actually biggest obstacle. I don't know. Probably COVID was the biggest obstacle. Like expecting to graduate high school and then being locked down for a year and a half and like not seeing anybody kind of just being really isolated, and then moving to LA and working really hard and just it was really tough, but I think I learned how to take care of myself. And it's constant. It's not like I did that. Now I'm like, hey, I'm happy now. It's like I think just kind of yeah, I think I've experienced a lot of change in the last couple of years, and I feel like I'm like, oh, I just got used to that. I know how to like cope or deal with it in real time now. But then a new thing comes, so you just constantly trying to have to adapt to your surroundings and your own, I don't know, mental health, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. So what small things bring you joy on a daily basis?
Probably dogs. Like I'm walking down the street and I see someone walking a dog, and I'm like, ah. Or like today, I was driving home, and I just like saw these two people on the street like embrace, like these two people, like this couple, just kind of kiss, and it's just like a really sweet moment. I'm like, ah, that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Yeah, I have a dog and she brings me so much joy.
Oh, what
Uh,
breed?
she's a Bloodhound boxer mix.
Ooh, pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like medium.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, and she's filled with energy, and then she also will just like curl up next to you on the couch.
Ah,
And yeah, she's just the best.
oh, that's sweet. Yeah, I miss
Yeah.
my dog. We put her down in February, but her name was Tequila. She was this big black lab, really sweet animal.
Oh, I'm so sorry that you had the
You know what? Honestly, like she didn't suffer. She had like this growth in her abdomen that they tried to remove, and that like it just the recovery was really bad, and it came back really quickly. And she didn't even like notice it. Like it wasn't like she was in pain. It's just it would have ruptured, and it would have been like she was an old dog. And so I think if anything, it was the best because she didn't like lose herself, but she didn't lose her spirit. And my brother, my mom, and I were all like just cuddling with her on the floor as she was going to sleep. And I think it was like probably the best way to do it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad she didn't suffer.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And I love that name for a dog. I love that
Oh,
tequila as a name.
dude, my mom went to Mexico on a vacation and then came back with a fully grown black Labrador. And we were like, whose dog is this? She's like, it's our dog. She was living in a carport on concrete, and I stole her and then contacted the Mexican SPCA and legally abducted her. And so, yeah. And then we just had her for like 8 years.
Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the dog my family and I have now, we got her while uh we were still in lockdown. Um,
Oh,
and so she's a pandemic puppy, and my mom never let dogs on the furniture. But since we got her during COVID and nobody was over, and I mean, it was me, my mom, and my sister, and but
yeah.
we like my mom just was like, okay, she can come up on the furniture. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
my sister and I always joked that quarantine broke her. Because she never let dogs on the furniture before.
uh, There's also nothing like just a sofa dog cuddle. Like
Yeah.
watching TV and like this furry person is just on you. It's just the best.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes my dog will she'll like sleep with me too, and it's just
Mm.
the most comforting thing. Um, just having her
Uh,
curled up by my feet. And yeah.
uh, the best.
Yeah, she's the best. Yeah. Yeah. So if you had a warning label, what would yours say?
For me as a person,
Yes.
um, as a person, who's this warning label for? Like to what? Like someone, I don't know, a new friend, a coworker, a romantic person, like what? Like
Kind of. I've never thought of that. I guess
yeah,
maybe
like a
just
family member,
I,
or because I feel like there are different. You
yeah,
show different parts of yourself to different people, so like
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I've never thought of that. I guess whichever one came to your mind first.
I don't know, a warning label. Uh, a warning label. um, we'll try to make everyone happy,
Hmm.
probably, and like sometimes I catch myself and I'm like, do they see what I'm doing? Like, do they see through me right now? Do they see through my people pleasing thing?
Yeah.
Desperation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I always think a good one would be that I think it can kind of just apply to everyone is one of my favorite singers is Macy Peters, and her first album is called You Signed Up for This. And so I always feel like that would be a good warning label. Just you signed up for this.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but I really I like your warning label. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am pop culture obsessed and go in stages of shows that I cannot stop watching. Is there a show that you are currently obsessed with?
Currently, no. I just got a TV recently. I went like 3 years without one. Uh, I loved Succession though. I'd watch that on my. It's like I don't really watch a lot of TV unless I'm like getting really sucked into it. Because that's what I love about movies is like you can watch one thing and then then it's done. But with TV, it's like a commitment. Um, Something I'm obsessed with. Uh, no, I'm not obsessed with anything at the moment. I really loved Michael Gracie's Better Man though, the film about Robbie Williams. That was brilliant.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, my best friend is kind of the same way that he watches a ton of movies and
Yeah.
doesn't and always says that shows are just a big time commitment. And so
It is, yeah.
yeah. So I'm trying to there are all these shows I'm trying to get him to watch, but yeah.
Yeah. Are
Yeah.
you obsessed with anything?
Um, there's a lot. There is a new show on Netflix called No Good Deed that I just started watching.
Nice.
Um, that one's really good. Uh, yeah, and then I don't know. That's there's a lot of shows that are some of my all-time favorites that I just rewatch all the time. So
Mm,
yeah,
yeah.
I was right before this interview. I was watching the show Psych. Um,
Oh,
that
yeah, I know
yeah
that one.
yeah it's one of my all-time favorites. So I was watching it right before this interview.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So, um, when you have a day off, what would your perfect day look like?
Ooh. Um, well, I would only call like I mean, it's interesting because you can like be on set and then like be working a lot and then like, before you start working again, you might have like a lot of time off. So I wouldn't consider those days off of just like hanging out. But a day off from set, uh, getting a massage, like, oh my God, I got a couple when I was shooting Saturday night because it was just like, you're on your feet a lot, you're running around, and like just getting to fully relax and decompress on the weekends is so important, and also just nice.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I got I remember it was several years ago for my birthday someone like got me massage, and I was like, my mom was telling me it's gonna be so relaxing and nice, and I remember I was like, I don't know, I was so uncomfortable
Oh, was it
during
like
it.
too hard?
Like, well, no, not like, I don't know. I was just uncomfortable with the whole thing. Like, I
Oh, like
don't
being
always,
touched?
yeah, I don't always like that. So I was like, the woman and I were talking the entire time, and afterwards I was telling my mom, and she found it like she understood why I was talking with them,
Yeah,
but
because you're
she,
nervous.
yeah, but to her, like that, it's very relaxing, and like she doesn't talk to the person really, but
Yeah,
I had to. I was so uncomfortable. I couldn't just lie
yeah.
there in silence. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean it's not for everybody, but like today, like I really love it. Like even today I was like I was doing this um like event thing and there was like a groomer over putting makeup on me and like putting lotion on my hands and my face and like massaging my face and my hands. And I was just like I felt like a cat. Like when you like really get in there and like or like a dog when you're really like getting their
Yeah.
face, it was like melting. I love touch a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what genre of movie would your life story be told as?
Probably a dramedy. Because yeah, I think to tell it honestly, I would want to get into all the highs and lows, and I think it's pretty funny, and I think it's pretty uh nice, but I think it's pretty weird and dark also. But no, I think it would be like a feel good like dramedy where like you end and you're like, that's pretty cool. Like, okay,
Yeah.
nice. Like
I like that.
I would want people to leave feeling like optimistic.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Um, so what three words best describe you?
Three?
Yes.
Jesus. Uh, best describe me. Uh, huh. Best. Oh my God. Well, Matt, oh, dude, you ask great questions. Um, probably goofy, kind. I like to think that I'm kind. Um, and serious. But I don't know. I don't lead with serious, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can describe a person in 3 words, but that's my
Yeah.
right now. Hey, those might be it.
I like those. Yeah. Um, do you have any irrational fears?
I'm I don't think so. Um, no, I have pet peeves. I don't have
Hmm.
fears. Like I think my fears are pretty rational, like basic safety. Um, like I don't have like trypophobia or anything like that. You know what trypophobia is? It's like
Um,
it's like
yeah.
when people get grossed out by like little holes, like
Oh
barnacles or like
yeah.
in a sponge
Yeah,
or
I forgot what
or
it
like
was.
honeycomb.
Yeah, I forgot what it was called, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I do know what that is.
Do you have
Yeah,
any irrational fears?
so many. I I always joke that I think it's just easier to say my brain is pretty much just one big irrational fear. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean it's a pretty rational fear though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that personally, yeah, what now I already forgot what it was called, but that personally, that kind
Trypophobia.
yes, okay, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that fear I don't have, but I have there's a lot of other irrational fears that I have. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like what? Like what?
Um, like okay, I have like a fear of a pretty big like fear of germs and um so I my brain will just kind of come up with all these different scenarios and kind of just spiral. So
Oh, do you have OCD?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I do.
That is
Yeah.
the big irrational fear.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I always like it's never like secret. I do tell people like if it comes up, but it's never like something
Yeah.
that I'm always like, should I just say I have a fear of germs instead of so yes,
Yeah.
I do have OCD.
That makes sense. Oh, germs are suck.
Yeah,
Like that's fine. Like you can tell people I don't like germs. There's nothing we
yeah,
can really say about it. We just got out of a pandemic.
yeah. Yeah. So I was actually like just earlier today, I was out at breakfast with a friend, and I don't even know how long, like, I went to the bathroom to wash my hands, and I don't even know how long I was in there because I just got stuck in this cycle. And
Oh man.
eventually I was like, okay, I need to just like run out of here.
Right. Does that happens often?
Yes.
Like daily or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to work through it. I just, it's a hard thing to break.
I'm sure. I'm sure that's very an uncomfortable cycle that you don't want to be in, but you just can't really help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. That sucks. But hey, I'm really rooting for you to get to a place of comfort.
Yeah. Thank you.
If
Yeah.
that means anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm like still, I don't know. It's every day I'm trying to work on it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I not quite to that extent, but a couple like lately, this past couple of weeks, like yesterday, I was just so like disassociated where I found myself with several people, whether it's like my business manager or like, it's a work thing or like with my best friends, we're having a conversation and they're like, what the fuck did you just say? And I'm like, I don't know. I was somewhere else. I'm sorry. Or you're just stressed and you're completely somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so what is your most memorable moment from being on set?
Uh, of which movie?
Any movie, just from any time
Great.
being said.
Mm, I think probably just the time it was like spent with the cast of SNL of like just of Saturday night, I should say, but like it was just a great hang and everyone was really in it together and rooting for each other, and that was really special. I'll always hold that really dear to me. And then Fableman's, I think it was probably the day that David Lynch came. That was pretty
Yeah.
cool. And then Snack Shack. Uh, yeah, every day was a blast. Probably when we were shooting at the pool, because like the day would end and then you just jump off the high dive board
Yeah.
in a pool. That was fun.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah. I've interviewed a ton of people from Saturday Night Live, and
Uh,
my family and I actually we went to New York in October 2023, and we actually got to go to taping of
which
SNL.
who's hosting?
Bad Bunny.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that was it's Shrek. Oh, that was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like a different show when you see it live, eh?
Yeah.
It's like so much it's I don't know, it's just so exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Just the energy in there, that everybody there was so excited, and so
Yeah.
it was so fun to be there, and it was really interesting watching like all the sets change in such a short amount of
So
time.
fast.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
and yeah, and I remember joking with my family that if like I had that job, I would have a complete
Panic
meltdown
attack.
every week. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
panic attack,
And you know what's
meltdown.
funny? Everyone does. Everyone does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling them, I was like, I can just picture myself just on the floor just crying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
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 No, it's really cool. I went there in March and I saw Josh Brolin and Ariana Grande.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
yeah, the whole cast, not the whole cast of Saturday Night, but like Lauren was really nice and just invited us over there right before we started shooting. So it was like really great to get the dose of it before you go to set.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so is there a show or movie that you find yourself quoting more often than you'd like?
Like that I hate that I like it.
Yeah.
Um, no, I like what I like. I don't know. No, I don't know. I dig, you know, every like I find
Yeah.
that the more I watch movies, the more I'm like the more I don't focus on its flaws and I'm just entertained regardless.
Yeah.
It's different when you're making a movie, you are hyper fixated on it, you want to make it better, like,
Yeah.
when you're in development with something. Um, but no, I don't know. I've never kept something a secret.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
I remember in like grade 7 or something, I was watching Pretty Little Liars and The Vampire Diaries, and all my guy friends were like, "That's gay," and I was like, "This is great. I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about."
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never watched The Vampire Diaries, but I was obsessed with Pretty Little Liars.
Oh yeah. Classic, awesome soap
Yeah.
operas.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there are shows for everyone. So,
Yeah. There's so much out there.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my brain is just filled with so many show and movie quotes and like scenes that I reference all the time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Me
That
too.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
do you have like a favorite show or movie that you quote
like a
all the
quote,
time? Yeah.
probably Jonah Hill. Dude, your references are out of control. Everyone knows it from This Is the End. Like, what have you seen that one?
I haven't seen that one.
It's great. It's Jay Baruchel, Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen, James Franco, Craig Robinson, Danny McBride. They're all playing themselves when the apocalypse happens, and it's like the rapture, and they're left behind at while like they're at this big like Hollywood party. So you have all these actors playing themselves, and they all die horribly. It's
Hmm.
really great. It's really funny.
Yeah, I remember seeing trailers for it and I thought it
Yeah,
looked really funny and it also
it is.
like the thought of the like apocalypse and world ending kind of freaked me out, so I didn't really
It's
want to.
not scary. It's not scary at all. It's
Okay.
it's pure comedy.
Okay.
I highly recommend it. What, oh yeah, what's your quote?
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm writing that movie down, so thank you for the recommendation. Um, I think that two of the shows are okay. I have three shows that I quote all the time, and that's Will and Grace, Friends, and Psych.
Ooh, what are the quotes?
Well, Psych, there's so many. There's like this one line that just one of the characters says is just I've heard it both ways that he'll say a phrase wrong
Hmm.
and then another character will correct him and so he'll just say I've heard it both ways. So it's there's so many quotes from that show, but definitely I've heard it both ways. And
Yeah,
then Will and Grace, there's I don't even know. There's so many that I just quote all the time. Like
yeah. I mean, you have shows that like ran for what, like 14 years.
yeah, yeah. So I just yeah, I there's too many to choose from for all of them.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. My best friend like I said, he watches a ton of movies and I keep telling him he has to watch Will and Grace because he never
Oh,
gets
Will
my
and Grace is amazing.
references. And
Yeah,
so I tell him, if you watch the show, you'll understand I'm being funny.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, but he's like he is like my best friend. So he
Oh,
yeah, he is a great friend that I love to make fun of and give him a
if
hard
you
time.
no, 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 if you can't, if you're afraid to make fun of your friend, they're not your best friend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, he and I are always so sarcastic with each other, and we both like
of course.
he gives me a hard time, I give him a hard time. So
Yeah, because both of you deserve
yes.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we all do.
Yeah.
No, my best friends and I think like have one serious conversation a day. Like everything else, we're just doing this and we're just laughing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I sometimes like sometimes when if I'm not with him and like we're just talking on the phone, I can't always tell when he's being sarcastic. So he'll be saying something and I'm like listening to him and I'm like, he cannot be
Oh, he's
serious
cracking.
right now. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's no way he's being serious, but he sounds like completely like dead
I think
serious.
the way around it is to just assume that he's always messing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I yeah, I think okay, I'm gonna
Nothing he
yeah.
says seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I usually don't think he's um yeah, being serious, but yeah, there are sometimes that I'm just like I will actually tell him I can't tell if you're kidding right now or not.
Yeah.
And he'll just start laughing
Yeah.
and say, "Yeah, I'm kidding."
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. Um, so I have one more question for you. Um,
Fantastic.
so I love inspiring and motivational quotes. And this week, the one that spoke to me is when you dance to your own rhythm, people may not understand you. They may even hate you, but mostly they'll wish they had the courage to do the same. Is there a quotation that has inspired you lately?
Mm, yeah, someone who's in regards of like it was actually like last night. Um, and someone said to me at a party, we were talking about God and like like searching for God, and they go, you're on the path when the path disappears. And I've been thinking about that all day today.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, 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 me too.
Yeah. Um, well, that was my final question for you. I have just
Amazing.
had the best time talking with
This was so
you.
much fun.
Yeah, I've just had the best time. So thank you so much for
Uh,
joining me.
Thank you. Thanks for reaching out. This is lovely.
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that I'm talking to you right now. So
That's really nice. I'm thank you.
yeah. Yeah, so I again thank you so much and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank
Get
you.
your friend to watch your stuff.
Yes, I will. If yeah, I'll try and come up with some ways to make him watch
Amazing.
the shows. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Um, and that's a wrap on today's edition of The Latest with Maya.